organizations out here that speak out against these things. It feels good to come out here with your signs, to yell a little bit, to hear people speak. That feels good. But tomorrow, what will you do? What will you do? What will you do when they ask you to sit on that jury to be able to indict this officer? Will you throw it in a trash can, or will you actually sit on that jury? When it comes to voting for people like Dominique Torres to be a city councilwoman, will you vote for that person, or will you continue to sit by and act like nothing is happening? Will you only worry about those, the head people, and not the local issues that really matter to us? This is so much more. When you're out there and you're protesting and you're saying things in honor of this baby, do not forget to mention that his killer needs to be brought down. Make sure that you are bringing awareness to these things, and that you are not letting this stuff be normalized, that you are not saying that it is okay for us to suffer. We are at war, you guys, and it's okay to say that. It's okay to not want to be in this position. It's okay to reach over to somebody and say, hey man, I love you, I want to be here for you. We have to stop being so aggressive to each other, because we need each other now more than ever. It's important for us to come together. Look at what this president is doing to us. Look at what things are happening. It's happening to us because we're not going to do anything against it. It's like a child. We are like children. We're like children where people are coming against us, and if we can't do anything, if we just sitting there being babies. If we don't ever grow up and do something about it, it's going to continue to happen. Look at these children out here, whether they are yours or not. Do not wait until it happens to you. Do something now. Take a stand now. Thank you.
How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today?
Good.
Hey, this is a rally, not a memorial. How y'all doing today? No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
I want to make sure that I clear something up, so that if anything, in any narrative that comes out, that the Next Generation Action Network does not respect the wishes of the Edwards family, I want to say that that is a lie.
That's right.
All right? But what I want to know is, I want to call out the cowards that have made it the obligation of the Edwards family to keep peace in the streets. And the only obligation that the Edwards family had was to lay their baby boy to rest. It is the responsibility of our elected officials to keep peace in the streets. And us coming out here united today is saying that we are tired of our children being shot and killed in the streets like they are wild animals. We come out here today just not because Jordan Edwards. We come out here today because there are hundreds of Jordan Edwards that have been shot and killed in the Dallas County for over ages and generations to come. That's why we come out here today. We come out here today because a young man by the name of Santos Rodriguez was shot and killed by Dallas Police Department in 1973. We come out here today because a young man named Jesus Cruz was shot and killed by a Farmers Branch police officer. So I want the news media to know that Jordan Edwards was no isolated incident. There are many Jordan Edwards, and I have traveled the country to see all the unsung people and all of the many people that's name is Jordan Edwards. I will not sit at home and stay silent while our children embark in coming into the summer. There are going to be many house parties. But now, many of us have to think about a house party, and we just got to think about the officers coming to the house party, killing our babies, pulling out rifles when they get a 911 call saying underage drinking. That let them know from the beginning that there was children there.
Right.
From the beginning. But what this officer said, I don't care about calling the race, but what this officer said, I got black kids out here. And this officer pulled an assault rifle out of the trunk of his vehicle and shot in a car with 5 African American boys.
Murder.
That's a murderer. But the Dallas County District Attorney has made it the obligation of the Edwards family to keep peace in the street. And I say right now, shame on you, Faith Johnson. Do your damn job and we won't be in the street. We won't have nothing to protest if you do your job. If you prosecute an officer. When I met with the District Attorney, Faith Johnson, she asked us that we wanted to have confidence in her office, that she was going to do all the right things. And I reminded her, and she said that the community should have confidence in her. And I reminded her that under her tenure, they let an officer go free that killed Fred Bradford just 2 weeks ago before Jordan Edwards was shot.
Wow.
So you're telling me that we should trust in you? No. Do your damn job.
That's right.
And until that paper gets a stamp indictment, we will not leave the streets until that paper is indicted by a grand jury.
Yes.
That's when you will get peace in the streets.
Yes.
The district attorney asked me, see, here's the problem. The district attorney asked the media outlet to ask me, what do you want? And I feel that there is a damn problem with that, because she shouldn't have to ask us what we want.
Right.
We want justice.
Exactly.
What have we been protesting across this country for? For justice.
Justice.
Why should you have to ask me through a media outlet, what do we want? We want justice. And we don't want no fine gestures only because you want our vote.
Yes.
We don't want it just because there's election time. We want fair justice. And what we have asked is the Dallas County District Attorney appoint a special prosecutor to investigate and prosecute not only the case of Jordan Edwards, but the case of Jesus Cruz. This is not just about Jordan Edwards. Me and my brothers and sisters for the last couple of years have been protesting across this country and across the city of Dallas, not just because of one issue, because of many people that have been shot and killed by law enforcement in this country. When on July 7th, when we protested downtown, we didn't just protest because Alton Sterling and Philando Castile was shot and killed. We protest because of the many Alton Sterlings and Philando Castiles across this country. So while the media try to come up with their narrative and feel that the Next Generation Action Network and the people that assembled here does not respect the wishes of the Edwards family, I say that that is a lie, and I push back it right now.
Woo!
We want, if any media wants to know what we want the officer who lied on a sworn statement for Roy Oliver charged.
Yes.
As an accessory to this crime. Because if it was any one of us, we would be behind bars, maybe next to Roy Oliver.
Right.
If you need to ask us, we need the federal government and the DA's office to investigate the Boss Springs Police Department, because this is no isolated incident. And why did it take a couple of days for the chief of police to finally go and look at a dash cam video if he have already made a comment?
Right.
Why didn't he look at all of the evidence before he made the comment?
Because he don't care.
before he damaged the name of Jordan Edwards, before he tried to put this false narrative about Jordan Edwards. He tried to call Jordan Edwards everything but a child of God, but the community united stand up and push back at that. And what I have gained to know is that the Edwards family, the mother and the father, is loving parents. And they raise their boy to be a respectable citizen, to be a leader, to be a scholar. And I sit here sad because Jordan Edwards will never be able to see his prom. Jordan Edwards will never be able to have children of his own. Jordan Edwards will never be able to go to college. Jordan Edwards will never be able to marry his queen. Jordan Edwards will never be able to go into the career of his desires because that was all stolen from him.
Yes.
But as I go back home and I look at my two baby boys, I think about Jordan Edwards. When I look at all of the people that have these young boys, I see a Jordan Edwards. And I see these young boys right here. I see Jordan Edwards. I see Jesus Cruz, Tamir Rice, Tobias Mackey, Clinton Allen. I see all of these people that have been shot and killed by law enforcement in Dallas County. Enough is enough.
Yes.
And I tell people all the time is that in a community, we want to be reactive towards situations, and we need